The question today is, what is the difference between a hamstring strain and a hamstring tear, and how can I tell the difference? This was a question that was sent to me by an athlete, so let's talk about it. So let's put this out there straight away. A hamstring strain and a hamstring tear are the same thing, right? Basically what happens with a hamstring strain or a hamstring tear is you stretch the hamstring too far to the point where the muscle tears. Now we're going to look at the types of hamstring tears, right? So there's three types of hamstring tears. The first one we're going to talk about here is grade 1, which is a mild tear. A mild tear usually heals pretty quickly. I've had mild tears before. It takes me like 1 to 2 weeks, sometimes 2.5 weeks if I'm being very smart and strength training properly and understanding where exactly the injury is and how to fix it. The next one we're going to look at here is a second grade or a grade 2 tear. A grade 2 tear is a partial tear. This is a little bit more than the grade 1 tear, where it's like partially torn, so it's a little bit bigger, and you will be able to tell the difference when you stretch the muscle. It will be a little bit more painful. It will be a little bit more painful to do all the things that you would usually do. And the last one here is a grade 3, which is a complete tear. A complete tear is when the muscle is completely torn, and this one will take you months to recover from. I've had a complete tear before, and it took me about 6 months in total, 3 months to rehab, and then another 3 months to get back to normal training. So that's going to be the three major differences between the types of hamstring injuries that you could have. And let's talk a little bit about how injury occurs. 95% of the time when an athlete is injured, they usually get injured in training due to a lack of proper warm-up, improper running technique. Those are going to be the two main things. So to combat this, you want to make sure that you have a structured warm-up that you're following. I like to time my warm-up so I know that I warm up for a certain amount of time. And especially when I'm in Canada in the winter months, I have to stretch my warm-up a little bit longer. So I have a bunch of videos on here showing you how to warm up and how to engage muscles so you don't get hurt. Now, let's look at the common symptoms that occur when you have an hamstring injury, right? The first one you're going to feel is pain in the area. If the injury is severe, you will see a little bit of swelling, a little bit of bruise swelling, the same thing. The next thing is going to be difficulty moving the knee, like driving the knee or flexing the hamstring. That's going to be the next thing you'll feel. The next thing you will hear or feel are a sensation of a pop feeling in the area that you are injured. So those are going to be the top things. And the next thing that you have to focus on here is if you feel any type of spasm or you feel any type of tightness, tiredness, these are signs that your muscle is fatigued and you need to focus on maybe a little bit of stretch therapy, a little bit of massage therapy. All of these methods are great. There's lots of ways to reduce fatigue in the muscle. So hamstring injury is going to be one of the big things that kind of sets athletes back, especially sprinters. So I hope you find this information valuable. And the most important thing to think about when you're trying to start your season or you're in season and you're not trying to get hurt is to make sure that you're timing your warm-up, focus on flexibility, focus on mobility, and the last thing here is making sure that you don't just go from 0 to 100. That's how most people get hurt. That's how I got hurt in mostly in training. So if you haven't liked already, remember to like and subscribe. And until the next time, guys, Rockstar Kato here, and we're out.
And you know I'm running back. I want all the noise on the track, running laps, yeah. Like I'm Rock Troy, I'm living fast, switching lanes.